What if the eternal city of Rome, a symbol of law and order, was founded on a brutal crime? Not on a foundation of honor, but on a mass abduction that built its first families. This is the shocking, true story of the rape of the Sabine women. In the 8th century BCE, the newly founded city of Rome had a critical problem: a severe shortage of women. Its population was a motley crew of fugitives, exiles, and adventurers, almost entirely male. Without families, Romulus, the city's ambitious founder, knew his new civilization was doomed to last only a single generation. He sought wives for his men from neighboring tribes, but all refused, looking down on the upstart Romans. Desperate, Romulus devised a cunning and ruthless plan. He announced a grand festival, the Consualia, in honor of the god Neptune, and invited the surrounding tribes, including the Sabines, to attend with their families. The Sabines came in droves, suspecting no foul play. As the festivities reached their peak, Romulus gave a pre-arranged signal. His men drew their swords and, in a coordinated violent assault, seized every unmarried Sabine woman they could find, fighting off their fathers and brothers. The abduction was not a crime of passion, but a calculated act of state-building. The terrified women were taken back to Rome, where Romulus himself went to them, not to apologize, but to offer them a deal. He promised them the rights of Roman wives, full citizenship, and most importantly, that their children would be part of a great new city. They were forced to marry their captors, becoming the mothers of Rome's first native-born generation. But the story doesn't end there. The Sabine men, enraged and humiliated, raised an army to reclaim their daughters. A bloody war ensued. Just as the final, decisive battle was about to be waged in the heart of Rome, a shocking intervention occurred. The Sabine women, who had now been Roman wives and mothers for over a year, ran onto the battlefield. With their hair unbound in mourning and holding their infants aloft, they placed themselves between the warring armies of their fathers and their husbands. They begged them to stop the bloodshed, crying that they would rather die than be widowed or orphaned. This dramatic act brought the war to an abrupt halt. The soldiers, moved by the courage of the women, laid down their arms. A peace treaty was drawn, and in a twist no one could have foreseen, the Sabines and Romans united, forming a single, stronger nation. The very act of violence that started the conflict ultimately led to the union that secured Rome's future. So, was this a brutal mass abduction or a necessary evil that forged an empire? The story of Rome's founding mothers is a dark and complex tale of violence, survival, and the birth of a civilization. It forces us to question the very foundations of history and the price of greatness. What other dark secrets are buried in the foundations of the world's greatest empires?